by okay, so this video is inspired by Pyrocynical, obviously because this is a Cry of Fear Let's Play. So go check out his fucking 4.58 million subscriber channel and go stimulate his bank account by watching the fucking 19 million view Cry of Fear video. Yeah, also, I'm recording this on fucking CapCut and with a shitty video game microphone, so don't expect a lot from me. Yeah, now, as I'm sure all 19 million of you know that Cry of Fear takes place in Sweden. And Sweden is known for its beautiful skylines and memes that no one but a Swedish person would possibly fucking understand what this even means. And a Swedish twink drug addict who cannot hold a girlfriend for his life.
Wait a sec, you mean all...
No! Action. Hey, I'm Bill Joe, and I'm about to sell some crack to some meth heads. Woo!
Alright, there we go.
Alright, who's next?
I'm gonna do this guy.
Alright. Ready? And 3,
Alright, are you ready?
1, action.
Welcome to Jackass!
Go. 3,
Go.
2. This is my presentation on the birth of Jesus Christ. Page 1.
This guy's a mute. Chat, we're going in. We're going into an abandoned building. Cowabunga!
Oh,
Holy
skull!
shit, dude, it's a skull. Oh shit, what is
What is
that?
that? What is that?
Oh shit.
Oh, it's the goop guy! I'm gonna
The
kill
goop!
him!
Go
Come
in front!
here!
Oh shit, the goop took him. Oh shit! Help me! Help! Help me!
Mom, get the camera!
Oh shit! The goop is trying to... I don't know what the hell's going on. Oh, there's another guy over here too.
Yeah, don't
Oh,
go
buddy,
there,
let's
that's
get out of
scary.
here. Oh shit!
Oh, Cooper! It's,
Oh, no, the goop
it's
just
it's
stuck
not, he's
up.
gone.
Maybe coming down here was a bad idea.
Hey, he's okay.
Oh shit, there's another
What?
skull. Or maybe the same one. Oh my god, would you look at that?
Oh, it's
Look
the
at that
guy.
head. Holy shit.
It's...
Help me!
Did you get bad
There's
touch?
this guy.
Now let's get back on track. So Cry of Fear starts you out in the average Swedish alleyway. And the average Swedish daily meal of heroin needles. And also, for some reason, starts you out in Birmingham. And then immediately after this, it begins a text message from your mother.
Hi, Mom! Hi!
Of which immediately afterwards you are sent into a small enclosed little like vista area where they give you a shitty puzzle that took me like 10 minutes to complete.
What the fuck? I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Right?
So immediately after this my game crashed. And every single time I have gone outside of the room in the beginning part of the game, my game has crashed. I have restarted 6 times. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and graphically explain everything in the game using only images since I can't play the fucking game. So eventually you make it to the apartments, where eventually you will find 2 small children with knives, and they just fucking attack you for whatever reason. Woman, guy with knife, guy with hammer, and a small baby that fucking explodes. So, you know, it's a very interesting place. Eventually you make your way to the basement, where you find Pinhead Leatherface with a chainsaw, and to figure out how this game went, I had to watch a Markiplier recording, and he had every single episode was 10 minutes long, and he had 34 episodes of an 8-hour game. Eventually, after defeating Sawyer, you make your way through the sewers and eventually reach the top section of Stockholm, where you exit out into the street. You quickly make your way through the city, and then afterwards you go back down into the sewers to find a man who has blown his head off with a shotgun, who, as far as I can tell from playing the game, as one of the only people that you see aside from the doctor and your girlfriend. Eventually, as you make your way through the sewer, you eventually find yourself into the subway system of Stockholm, where you meet this big bastard who fucking insta-kills you, and then you have to basically tase him because he's completely invincible otherwise.
Ваня, сильнее, Миша, никого нет! Пожалуйста! Я не хочу на это смотреть!
Eventually, you escape the subway system, and then eventually you make your way back into the top of Stockholm yet again. And then eventually you find meat trees, which fucking insta-kill you if you get near them. Eventually, as you make your way through town, you find Chainsaw Guy, which for some reason has the exact same fucking mask as the SCP. So, connected universe or something going on there. I'm fucking connected! Every game is connected! After you deal with Sawman, you eventually make your way into the park. The park has a really shitty puzzle that took every creator I can possibly find upwards of like fucking 30 minutes to complete it. And even Pyro, who fucking gooned on this game for like 30 hours.
Explorer for 10 fucking minutes trying to find where the shovel was. Do you guys see where it is? Well, there it is. Beige and dark, like everything in this game.
In which Markiplier also had almost 2 full dedicated videos entirely around the park. So after they finally made their way out of the park, eventually you make your way onto a building where your girlfriend Sophia is, which is where in the beginning of the video she just jumped off and died. So afterwards you must defeat this boss, or there is a section on the little part of the roof where you can just walk off and leave your guilt of your girlfriend killing herself. Eventually, you will then make your way to the university, which the layout kind of just reminds me of Class of '09.
You don't like me anymore.
Again, I'm sorry, I just don't know.
Maybe I should grow 40 feet, then you'd really like me.
Hey, how'd you...
Maybe if you took your shoes off and stepped on his face!
I can't believe this! She told everyone?
It's okay, Jeffrey. Run away with me. I'll stuff you in my back pocket.
Ugh, just shut up!
He's feisty today. Meow. Oh my god, I almost forgot about that. You have any catnip for us? Yeah, pet us. Make us purr.
I can't believe...
Yeah, you just like me for real. Anyways, eventually you will reach your way into the subway station, where you must do a puzzle which adds like fucking 2 hours onto the game, because it's a padding puzzle that makes you run around the entire map again. Which, there is a way to skip it, technically, if you want to leave in a body bag, which Markiplier found out the hard way.
Like it. Maybe. Why does the ground sound so...
Afterwards, you will find your way back to the apartment to go find a battery to open up the door, which the apartment will then be flooded and also filled to the brim with monsters and very Silent Hill-esque. You will find your way back to the subway, and with the batteries, and then you will open the door to go deeper into the subway, and much like the average Swede, whenever given a weapon, will break literally fucking anything in their way. You will then eventually be transported into a Datura hellscape, where you must solve a book puzzle, and also, by the way, never fucking take Datura. Do not take Datura. After your Datura trip, you will be dropped next to the subway car. You will enter the subway car and go through. A suitcase will ask for its feet back. You are to go through the subway car and to grab feet and then put it into the suitcase. During that, you will be accosted by average Swedish citizens. Afterwards, the subway car will crash, your bag will fall out of the window, and you have to quickly climb out of the subway car before it crashes down to the earth, and you fucking die. By the way, anyone wanting to actually try Datura, I have found a video recreating what it is actually like during a trip.
Roots of suffering
So if you really, really want to have sex with a shadow demon, go ahead and take Datura. Do not take Datura. This is not a joke. Please do not. Eventually, you will find your way into a forest. You are left with nothing but a stick and a woman. She's gonna beat the shit out of you, by the way. Eventually, you will make your way through, and you have to fight a lot of women, an obscene amount, if I'm being completely honest with you. And you have to all hit them with a stick, so very, very caveman-like. So if you ever wanted to play a game where you're a caveman, just try out Cry of Fear. It's free! So afterwards, you will be brought to the asylum. In the asylum, you will be able to find a gun and give it to the doctor, who I have not talked about at all. He is a very important character and is very important to the main character's change and whole idea around life. So eventually you will give it to him. If you choose to give it to him, the ending will change. If you choose to not give it to him, the ending will change. So it's very important that you decide to forgive him and give him what he wants, even if it does hurt you. So after you beat Dr. Kleiner, you will find your way to your town, your hometown, where you will find your way to your house. After you find your way to your house, you will see that your mother isn't there. So you figure out that your mom isn't there, you freak out. Afterwards, you will go into your room. In your room, you will find your notebook. Turns out your character is actually a creation of yourself in a book, so that way you can vent out your trauma without actually needing to do anything to yourself specifically, as Simon has had a past with harming himself. So he writes in the book. In the book, he writes Book Simon, who is this just evil person, technically, who is just fighting his way through hell and all of his demons. Actual Simon got into a car crash and lost the use of his legs, leaving him a bitter and angry person to everyone around him, including his doctor and including Sophie, and possibly even including his own mother. So afterwards, you will find your way in. You are real Simon. You are in a wheelchair. You are now being chased down by Book Simon. You must kill Book Simon to, quote-unquote, seal away the demons. It is an allegory for suicide, especially with the whole character and you killing yourself and, well, you killing yourself and you killing yourself. It's a very heavy allegory. You eventually are able to get 3 endings. One ending is the real ending, or at least the best ending, which is where Simon kills 2 police officers that were called in possibly by his mother for a wellness check, as he possibly hadn't checked in for a while, and his mom wanted to know he was okay. He shot the 2 in a fit of psychosis. Eventually, he is put into a mental hospital for his fit of psychosis to help him with his problems. Afterwards, Dr. Purnell mentors him and tries to help him get better. Sophie, who is alive, helps him get better as well, visits him, talks to him, and acts as a friend to him. That is one of the best endings and does wrap it together. Now, the bad ending, which is the one that you get if you do not forgive anyone and you do not push past the guilt that you have for either Dr. Purnell or Sophie. This ending has it to where you kill the doctor, Dr. Purnell, and you also kill Sophie in your home, in your bathtub. The police officers eventually find their way inside your home, and they find that you have shot yourself. Your note is very bitter and painful, and it shows off how angry he was at the world and how they took the use of his body and his legs and everything from him and gave him nothing in return. He's very bitter in the message, and he was only sad about the fact that he had to take his own life because he couldn't take any more people's lives. This is the worst possible ending you can get in the game, just because of what it means for the character, his change, and everything the game was meant to represent. Technically, there are 2 more endings. These 2 endings are if you forgive Sophie or if you forgive the doctor. If you forgive Sophie, you will go out of your way to kill the doctor and then kill yourself. If you forgive the doctor, you will go out of your way to kill Sophie and then kill yourself. In the note, it will change depending on who you kill. It will be either I am so sorry. Please tell Sophie that I love her and she is my friend and she helped me through everything, but I couldn't handle this anymore. If you kill the doctor, or if you kill Sophie, then it will be, please, the doctor was the only person who could possibly help me. Please tell him I am sorry. The treatment was working. I just can't handle this anymore. And then he kills Sophie and then himself. I know this is a very scuffed video because this is my first ever video, but I really wanted to make a video. And I really wanted to talk about a game that I really enjoy, as well as talk about something that I genuinely find really interesting, as well as talk about something that a person I have watched since around 2015, 2014 has talked about, and I really do hope he sees this, and if not, that's perfectly fine. I do have another thing to talk about, though. This game has heavy amounts of dealing with suicide, and I understand if that is not for everyone, but if you do make it to this part of the video and you have a friend or someone that needs help and is talking about stuff like this or is doing anything and you genuinely think they need help, please get them to call the suicide hotline. I know this whole video has been a big joke and everything, but genuinely, if they are thinking about these kinds of things, please get them to call the suicide hotline. As well, this is my first ever video. I have like 3 subscribers. I'm not making a single dime off this, so I apologize if videos come out really late. I have a job, so I have to keep that up until I can make it to where I can work on YouTube full time. I would love to. This is genuinely very fun to make a video of. But yeah, I am trying to work on a new video, and I will hopefully update in community posts if anybody watches this or even like subscribes to me after this. But yeah, I really do hope that you enjoyed this video, even though it's very scuffed, and I do want to really thank Pyrocynical for giving me the inspiration to make this video. I really do enjoy his content, and I cannot wait till the Darkwood video.